everyone, welcome. I don't know what happened on last stream, but it really went pixelated and strange. So trying again. Let's try again. Let's see what happens. So yeah, just trying again. Maybe it's not the right time. Kieran, lyric feelings and intentions towards me. Okay. It's kind of like this. It's like not bad, but not, it's like neutral, like a neutral kind of feelings, I would say. Shelly says, "Does Jay want to marry me?" Um, it's I wouldn't necessarily say no, but it does seem like there's not a lot of thought about that. It's not really on the mind. It's not at the forefront. So I would say it's. I wouldn't say no. I wouldn't say completely no, but I would say um, there's just not a lot of thought put into that. So maybe it's like a yeah, like maybe considering it and thinking about it a little bit more. Maybe it would be a yes. Um, Please like the video, guys. I greatly appreciate if you'd like it. And please let me know if it pixelates again or if you can't hear me. Please do let me know. Keep me updated on that. Because this is take two. So Kieran says Yantra's feelings and intentions towards me. This is quite positive. This seems quite nice. I would say there's like a nice comfortable feeling, like a friendship feeling. I feel like it's quite nice. Positive intentions, I would say. Jasmine says Randall says his email is full and he's going to delete it. Is this true, and do I have to communicate with him through texting? So it's not true that it's full, but he is considering deleting it though. So I do get consideration on that. I wouldn't say that 100% definitely going to, but yes, consideration on that. Johanna Lula, hello and welcome back. You're on priority for bone reading. It would have been nice to see you earlier, but we may do bone reading again tomorrow. So today is Crystal Ball. So if you are new, hello and welcome. I'm Venus, and this is Secret Frequencies. And I do readings like this all the time. Today is Crystal Ball. You ask specific questions for the Crystal Ball. If you are new, please leave your full name and date of birth. That helps me to connect your energy. If you don't want to leave that online, I understand. I will still do the question for you. Just so it feels a little bit more accurate when I fully connect with you, you know? And the cards, I'll go back over the cards in case we do have new people in. So, Secrets of Wandwood, Dragon, Pagan Oracle, Shadow and Light Oracle, Love cards, Goddess cards, and the Yin Yang Oracle. So many cards to choose from as well. So if you can't think of questions, you can ask for cards. Jasmine says, Randall says, oh, sorry, I read that one. How is it going? Is it really bad still? Firebird says, what's the most prominent memory Scorpio has of me when reminiscing? Okay. There's a very physical closeness with this, but it feels so. It's a physical closeness that doesn't feel super intimate. So I would say maybe like this hugging or kissing or something going on, something being pretty close in a romantic way, more than a sensual way, if that makes sense. Kira says, "What's my current blockage towards meeting my future spouse?" Towards meeting the spouse, it doesn't really feel like you have much of a blockage. Of course, any blocks on our path can delay us or throw us off, but it feels a little bit more like divine timing in terms of meeting that person. Firebird says better. I'm glad. Freya says angel message. Oh, yes. I don't have angel cards with me. 1 second. I think they're there. box is empty. The box is empty. Oh my gosh. Where are my angel cards? Okay, so we may not have angel. Let's see. Oh, is that angel? Yes. I found them. So angel cards. Let's give them a bit of a shuffle. Freya, it's nice to see you as well. It's nice to see people back. Please like the video if you haven't liked it already. I greatly appreciate it, especially if it's working better. If we can get some new people in and get it out there a little bit. Angel card for Freya. You are safe. You are safe. Archangel Michael, I am protecting you against lower energies and guarding you, your loved ones, and home. So that's very nice, Archangel Michael. Not just protecting you, but your loved ones and your home as well. Very nice. Kieran says Alondra's current feelings and intentions towards me. Yeah, I get positive energy here as well. I feel like there's like really friendly feelings, like liking talking to you, feeling comfortable with you, feeling like trust energy, maybe I would say. Jasmine says, am I handling and responding correctly to Randall contacting and harassing me today? So I'm guessing a yes, but I'm also getting this guidance of like, calm, make sure you stay calm, keep calm energy. We don't have Akashic today. So Kieran, I will pull you a yin yang. Here we are. Oh, you have the feminine. So stepping into your divine feminine energy quite a lot. So that could be expressed with, you know, opening of the heart chakra, stepping into your power, your feminine energies. You know, we all have a balance of feminine and masculine energies, but tapping into our feminine energies, you know, even if that manifests in the kind of material way, like dressing nice and wearing makeup and just being, you know, anything that's like going to represent the feminine energies, you know. And I don't mean to be too binary with that, but in the dualistic sense, you know, of like the yin yang, you know. As Lila says, should I end my friendship with Shao? I'm not sure how I'm saying that, but I will check. After our meeting, I always have problems and they are getting worse. So should you end this friendship? Okay. Yes. Shedding old skin, cutting cords. Yes. I get a yes. Freya says a dragon card. Here we are. Oh, you have Sunshine Yellow Dragon. Help you to help animals. Serve animals, heal, respect, and understand them. So maybe you have some work to do with animals. That's really cute. I think that's a deer and a dragon together. It looks like Bambi. So yes, Sunshine Yellow Dragon. Oh, I think that's my favourite one that's come up so far. Kieran, Kavita's feelings and intentions towards me. Okay. It feels pretty neutral. Like, there's liking you, but you're not, you know, it's kind of like, there's nothing wrong, but you're not really, I don't know how to say, like, top priority, or like, you know, yeah, it just feels kind of neutral, but nothing negative though, but it feels a bit neutral. Firebird says to Scorpio and Miss W getting exposed for shady collusion. Depend on me saying something to prompt investigation. It likely would do. But I don't know if you want to get involved in something heavy like that. I think that's something to really think about, you know, because you could move on to better things without getting in the middle of something, you know. So I'm glad the video is clear. Okay, wonderful. Michelle, hello and welcome. Michelle B44, hello and welcome. Leela, how do you see Patty's relationship with Chris? Do you see them together in the future? I get a high prominence on that, so I would say yes. I would say there's a chance of that. Freya, Secrets of Wandwood, please. Yes, you did! Secrets of Wandwood, you did get that right. Some people just say the purple one. There you go. So you have, I know, you can see that. I like to show the pictures, but I know the writing's backwards to you guys. Compassion, compassion. So again, getting like quite heart chakra energies. Um, being like really being in your heart chakra at the moment. I think sometimes when we are empaths, and you know, kind, generous, spiritual people, we can get our kindness taken as a weakness. We can get walked over, and that can cause us sometimes to put a block up around our heart chakra. And sometimes we have to be reminded that you can keep that heart chakra open. Not everyone is going to um, use you. You know, not everyone's going to take you for granted. You will meet the right people who will gravitate towards you because of your compassion. Kieran, what other chakras do I need to work on other than root chakra? Solar plexus. Maybe a little bit on crown, but crown is okay. Firebird says, what thoughts has Scorpio been having of Miss W? It's like comparison and contemplation, because of course it's interesting to people, it's interesting to someone else as well, so it's almost like comparison a little bit. And yeah, that's how it feels. Willem, hello and welcome. Jasmine, what else do my guides have to say about the situation going on with Randall currently? Okay. Yeah, they're really putting forward that if you minimize your contacts as much as you are able, I know you're not able to fully disconnect, which is sometimes the case, unfortunately, in these situations, but minimizing your contact as much as possible and staying calm and disconnected, like being aloof, being very distant, you know, that's really the guidance. But let's pull an angel card as well and see what we get with that. Angel, all is well. All is well. Archangel Jeremiah, everything is happening exactly as it's supposed to. With hidden blessings, you will soon understand. These negative situations, they do often, even though they're really horrible at the time, set us onto a better path in the future. Kieran says, what does Jade Wilson want from me? Okay. I'm not really getting anything for that one. I'm not getting anything for that one, I'm sorry. Freya says Pagan Oracle. 1111. Okay, so we have the broom. So one thing it's saying is to not, don't beat yourself up. Don't beat yourself up. Don't punish yourself for making mistakes, doing things wrong, because you are on the right path. Every single path has mistakes on it. So you're never going to be on a perfect path where everything goes perfectly right. So do not beat yourself up. But you may need to do a bit of clearing. You know, if you do some cord cutting, some releasing, shedding that old skin, you'll have more clarity on the path, and you won't make as many mistakes. I'm not saying that you're making a load of mistakes, but what kind of comes through with the card is, it's not that you're making a lot, but it's like if you make a mistake, you maybe beat yourself up about it. Maybe you overthink about it a little bit. It's okay. You're okay. And 1111 is of course being on the right path, so that's good. But yeah, maybe a little bit of cleansing would help you. Leela says, what is Peter thinking about me? Okay. This kind of worry, it's like worry of messing up. Worry of messing up is coming through. Curious says, who is trying to manipulate me? Getting a female come through who's slightly older than you. A female who's slightly older than you. Shelly, you're welcome. Is Jay going to unfollow me? Okay. I guess a no on that, actually. Freya says shadow and light, of course. I'm glad that someone is choosing the cards. Here we are. So you have, if you can see her properly, you have the Angel of Time. Says you're working too hard. So there might be something that you're working too hard on. So it can be your actual work, your job, your, whatever you're putting time and effort into. It could be working too hard. It could be cleaning your house. It's whatever you're doing. You might be putting a bit working, stressing yourself out a little bit, working a little bit too hard. You might need to take a little bit of time for yourself. It can even be working too hard on these situations. If you're doing a lot of manifesting, if you're spending a lot of time doing things like that, could even be like that. You're working too hard. Take a little break. But yes, think about taking a break and think about, even if you don't feel like you're working super hard, it might be more of a time of calm and reflection for you, where you need to really take a step back and just look after yourself a little bit and make sure you don't get to that point where you're overworking or overthinking or anything like that. Sag Girl says, am I going to win millions tonight? Mega Millions. I get to know on that, unfortunately, I'm sorry to say. That would be nice. Kieran says, what special gift or abilities do I have that I am not aware of? It's you have a strong possibility of achieving clairaudience. So clairaudience is like when you actually hear the guides, and you hear, or the guides or spirits or your higher self, you're getting psychic messages through actually hearing them. So yes, clairaudience. Firebird, I'm going to reply to Scorpio to tell him I'm observant and he doesn't fool me with an edge to it. How will he take it? Okay. I get like a confused energy, like kind of wondering what exactly you're talking about. I get like a little bit of a confused energy. Goddess card for Freya. Thought you were a goddess. Kuan Yin. I do believe that's how you say it. Kuan Yin. Compassion. Didn't you get compassion in the Secrets of Wandwood as well? Release judgment about yourself and others, and focus on the love and light that is within everyone. Very nice. Sid, hello and welcome. Well, I wouldn't worry too much if you've only just seen it, because the last stream kind of failed. I got pretty pixelated and things on the last stream, so I would really like you guys to keep me updated. If anything goes wrong again, if you can't hear me, or if I start pixelating, please let me know. But yes, so please like the video if you haven't liked it already. I would greatly appreciate that. And if you are new, I am Venus, and this is Secret Frequencies. We do readings like this all the time. We do pendulum, tarot, crystal ball, flower reading, bone reading, different types of readings that you haven't heard of. So do subscribe and join me and stay with us. All of my information is in the description of the video. So I do more in-depth sessions and readings one-on-one that you can book through my website. That's secretfrequencies.com/shop. I do Reiki, cleansers, sound healing, spells like love and money, or manifesting love and money. I also do the readings that I do on stream and more in more depth. So when it's one-on-one with you, the readings on stream are like sample kind of readings, which is why on this stream we say with Crystal Ball, ask specific questions. So it's not what's coming in February, what's coming on my love path, because that's too much. Then I would be taking like a half an hour with one person. That's more for in-depth reading with me, if you do want more in-depth. And my in-depth readings are longer. Oh, sorry, yes, I read that. Kieran, what negative energy is there in my house that's making people negative here? Okay. There's cords between people. There's cords between people that need to be cut. I really would recommend a cleanser for you. But you could cleanse your house. I would recommend vervain and tea tree. And I also recommend Florida water now. That I was recommended it a long time ago. I only recently got it. I'll show you. I dropped Shadow of Light. That was Freya's one, I think. So this is it. Someone recommended it to me. I only just got it, but I do recommend it. Recommend it for cleansing your home. It's pretty good, pretty strong. Strange. And Sid says hello to everybody. Michelle, how did you know you can contact to others' feelings? How did I know I could contact others' feelings? Well, I mean, generally, empaths do. I think a lot of us are kind of born like that. I was an empath as a child, and I was a lucid dreamer, and I did notice that I could do things a little bit psychically that maybe other people weren't doing, such as having dreams like premonitions, if you will. Um, so yeah, getting onto this path was always going to be my path, I think. But yeah, there were different things throughout my life that drew me closer and closer to this. But yeah, as a child, maybe being an empath and a lucid dreamer, maybe I would say would be the answer. There's a lot more to that actually that I was speaking to my mother, and we uncovered a lot more about my childhood. But yeah, that's probably for another stream. That's about alien abductions. But so it says, why can't I see and other spirits in proper orb form anymore? You can. So it's just temporary. It's just that you won't see them all the time. So maybe they're just showing up a little bit less, but you do still have your ability. So they should come through at some point. Yin Yang for Kieran. We have past, lack, and suffering. So yeah, you really need to release the past. Like these cords that we're seeing in your home and the dense energy in your chakra system, you do need some cord cutting, some release, some cleansing. So that's coming up quite strongly. Sid says, will Em be joining me in bed all night until I wake up tomorrow? I guess a yes on that. Firebird says, how bad is Scorpio and Miss W colluding in shady practices at work? I only pick up 2 instances, and I'm not saying that that's like only, you know, but I only pick up 2 instances, so I don't know if it's like a frequent thing. And I feel like a little bit more like there's more on her side than his side as well. So I suppose turning a blind eye is just as bad, you know, if he's turning a blind eye to it. But it does come up more with like her energy. As Leo says, oh my god, Chow was a good friend, but Lee told me ages ago that I should stop my friendship with her. So what is the biggest problem? And her energy, okay. So I wouldn't necessarily say this it's the biggest problem, but this is the kind of thing that happens when we grow as people and we raise in our vibration and other people don't. So they might be like down here in their vibration and you might be like here, and it's just you don't resonate. It's kind of like sometimes people just fall from our path quite naturally because they're just not resonating with us anymore, you know. Yeah, they're just not resonating with us anymore. Jasmine says, do I need to inform him of the status of me filing my taxes? He keeps asking me constantly, can I just send him the money when I get it without telling him when I filed them? Yes, I'd say yes to that. Kieran says, what specifically do I need to work on my root chakra? You have a block, so you have like dense energy in there. The chakra's moving quite slow. It can affect other chakras. It's very close to the sacral, so it could affect love relationships at some point. Yes, it's a block, like dense energy. So it says, what chakras do I need to work on? Okay. So solar plexus and throat, but it's more about amplifying. It's more about fully expressing yourself without fear of judgment and releasing anxieties and worries and doubts. Kieran says, Marla's feelings and intentions towards me. This does come through as a bit more positive. This one's still kind of like a little bit neutral, like I wouldn't say like neutral. I wouldn't say not caring. I would just say like you're not like the main person this person's thinking about. You're not super on their mind a lot. But yeah, it seems okay. Pagan Oracle for Sid. Oh, you got 29, and you have the Chalice there. So yeah, this is about. So you see her. She's single. Let's say single. She's on her own. I don't mean single like not in a relationship. She just has this chalice. So it's about like filling up your own cup, if you will. So it's about you know, like I said, work on the solar plexus chakra, you know, releasing doubts, anxieties, and worries, being strong and able to be on your own, independence. Yeah, stepping into independence, making your own happiness, understanding that you can make your own happiness as well. That really comes through with this card. Amy says, will I stay out of jail? Oh my gosh. I guess a yes. So I'm hopeful for you about that. Although I don't know what you've done. I'm not 100% on what you've done. Kieran says, why are people jealous of me when I am neither rich and successful? Okay. I don't get too much in the way of jealous energy, but we do have to understand that a lot of people, you know, they're kind of unhappy with their own lives, and they can romanticize other people's lives or envision other people's. It's not always like what we have materially. Sometimes it's the way we present ourselves, it's the way we look, it's the way we maybe come across to others. Because some people just feel like they're lacking and they're kind of hard on themselves, you know. But you know, the thing with jealousy is like the opposite side of the coin to influence, to being inspired, even, you know, influenced and inspired. So you could, negative people will see someone doing better than them and feel jealousy. Positive people will see someone doing better than them and think, I can achieve, if they can achieve that, I can achieve that, you know. So you can inspire people or you can make people jealous, depends on where they're at, you know. Michelle says, I feel connected to angels. Am I right believing they are guiding me in life? Oh yes. Yeah, so it's interesting because we all have a lot of different guides, and I feel like most people have at least one angel guide. But it is interesting to see that I do feel like you have more angel guides than most people, I would say. Like the majority of your guides are angelic. You know, I can see people with an angel guide, a spirit animal, a starseed guide, a fae, an elven guide. You know, they may have like a plethora, like a little spirit team. But yes, yours looks very prominently angel. So I think for Michelle, we should pull an angel card as well. So here you are. Oh, you have sensitivity. Archangel Haniel. You are extra sensitive to energies and emotions right now. Honor yourself and your feelings. So honoring your feelings. Don't hold back on your feelings, you know? Even if you want to have a little cry, you know, just let it out. Release that emotion. Feel it. I'm not always happy, that's okay. I will, you know, feel angry, maybe express that through a creative mode, you know, something like that. Sid says, why are so many fairies coming around here to my parents' house lately? They want to connect with you, they want to help you, they want to help you to get to like a higher energy, a higher position. They want to help you like elevate. Amy says, will the Seahawks win the next game? Okay. I'm actually getting like maybe 55% on that, so it does look like most prominent, but it's still, it's, you know, it's not super over 50, so it's maybe there's a chance not, but it seems like it is a little bit more prominent than no. So Kieran says, an oracle card for me that you are drawn to. I'm drawn to Secrets of, no, Dragon. Let's do Dragon for Kieran. Emerald Dragon, very nice. You have Emerald Dragon. Um, brings in healing and cosmic abundance. Good fortune is coming. Let your thoughts support your divine perfection. Align with your fifth dimensional blueprint. So do that cleanse. Connect with the Emerald Dragon. Do that cleanse. Release those cords. Remove that root chakra block, and just, you know, move forward. Move forward with your positive momentum in your life path. Sid says, what type of spirit is a North Watchers? Friends. I? Is it I? I can check on the friend anyway, if I get the letter wrong. Oh, so it comes through a little bit quickly, because I'm guessing Elvin here, very nice. As Leela says, does Lee feel better? How is his energy? Thank you so much. I would definitely say there's improvement. I feel like it's on an upward trajectory, but I do feel like there's improvement. Samaya, hello, welcome. Firebird, how does Miss W get under Scorpio's skin, getting him to do what she wants? it's her manipulative and controlling energy. It feels like she can do this quite easily, especially to men, more to men. Kieran says, what does my clients want from me, or what are they expecting from me? The energy I'm really getting is like to go above and beyond, like to be very uh meticulous, the right word? I'm not sure of the right word, but to be very very clear and very attention to detail, maybe I would say. Sid says, what is my old friend Jay's thoughts of me? There isn't a lot there, but just thinking back to a conversation, recently thinking back to a conversation that you had, but there isn't really much there, I must say. Jasmine says, do I need to take my 6-year-old to the dentist for his broken tooth? Okay. Yes, I guess a yes on that. Samaya says, will my husband, Shaliandra, get a new sponsorship for this month or soon? This month or next? It seems like yes. Samina, hello, welcome! Sid says, will I make any new friends this year? So I do get a yes on that. It feels mostly like online, but I'm guessing like to kind of push you to get out a little bit more. But one thing I would say, it would be very nice this year if we could do it in England meetup for the group, because when I'm away, I should be meeting Miss Venus, and it feels kind of like it's crazy. If I love Miss Venus, but if Miss Venus is the first person I meet from the community, I just think that would be so strange, because I always thought I would meet you guys first, here in England. So we should do it. We really should do it. Samina says, Assam, current energies and next actions towards me. Okay. I feel like trying to keep a distance, unfortunately. Sid says, will I reconnect with positive old friends this year? Yes, there's 2 coming up that you will reconnect with. Yes. Samaya says, will we get any confirmation from my husband's company regarding our visa's extension? Time frame, or do you see if you're moving back to India in March? No, it feels most likely that you will get the confirmation before the end of February. But yeah, I mean, I do see the possibility of moving back. I do see the possibility, but it doesn't look most prominent to me right now. So that's good if you want to stay. Samina says, what chakras I need to work on. Okay. Heart and sacral mostly is coming through heart and sacral. Kieran, which ancestor or spirit is trying to contact me? You have Angel very close as well. You have Angel Spirit trying to connect with you. Mangala, hello and welcome! So guys, if you haven't liked the video yet, please do like it. I greatly appreciate that. And Sid says, why was my directional guardian with the wizard? The wizard is a very ancient practitioner in the astral realm, and so he has a lot to teach. He has a lot that he can put forward, teach, and yeah, teach is the main thing I would say. AA says I didn't get your notification today. I'm so sorry. And the only thing I tell people is like untick the notification bell and retick it and see if that helps, because we have a lot of issues. I used to post a short before I come on. I might start to do that again, because it seems like it got better a little bit and then it's got worse again. So I will do a post and do a maybe do a short before I jump on as well. What was I going to say? We might be doing the same tomorrow. So we've been doing kind of like bone reading between 4 and 6, and then a crystal ball between like 8 and 9. So maybe we'll do the same again tomorrow. It all depends on the work going on downstairs. So I can put my like relaxing music on and I can block it out and I can do my work and hear my readings and things. But for a stream, I don't know if it might be disruptive. So I kind of wait until they've gone. Because I'm having the kitchen done. So yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I'm so sorry. I wish I could notify you all. Maybe if more people join the Discord, I'll post them there before I'm going to come on. And you're welcome to people saying thank you. Kira says why Angel showing me 666. Okay. Yeah, there's definitely coming. It's definitely like trying to pull you to a higher frequency, trying to guide you to like a higher frequency. So I definitely recommend like the shedding of old skin and cutting cords that we already said, because they're trying to raise you to a higher frequency. You know, yeah, it feels a little bit like this guidance to like travel as well. Like there's guidance to travel or visit a specific location. It could be somewhere you're thinking of, maybe not like, you know, fully traveling like backpacking, but somewhere you're thinking of going to. Samina, um, I can't pronounce. I'm going to say S. Bagash. Thoughts and feelings about me. Okay. I would say pretty positive. Bit of a magnetic connection there, a bit of a draw. I would say quite positive and kind of like intrigued of you, I would say. Sid says, what gifts or abilities do I have that I'm not aware of? I don't feel like you have gifts that you're not aware of. I feel like you have gifts that you're not fully in tune to. You know, I think you know that it's mainly like crown, connection to guides, kind of energy. It's just that you're not fully there yet. AA says Ash's thoughts for me today. I'm not really guessing anything. Think you've been out of mind today. Sag girl, will I find 50 or more in scratch off lotto tonight? I guess a no on that, unfortunately. Kieran says, why are angels showing me 2222 oftenly? So guys, I always try to say this, but no one really listens to me. When you're seeing angel numbers, please take note of where you are, what you were doing, and what you're thinking about the moment that you saw them, and you will receive more of the message yourself. You know, I feel like you do need to kind of decode the messages yourself and work on your own kind of intuitive feelings. So when you see an angel number, stop for a moment, think, what am I doing? Where am I? And what am I thinking about right now? And it will give you more guidance. But 2222, they are showing you that there's some divine timing element coming into your love path. But you know, the thing about this is what you were thinking about where you are and what you were doing could be important. Like for example, I keep seeing 2222 every time I drive past a certain location. Maybe the partner lives near there, or maybe the partner um, goes, like there's a coffee shop near there they always go to. You know, we can be drawn and guided to certain places when we rarely pay attention. Mangala says, what do you see for me and my husband's relationship in the near future? Do you still see separation or improvement? At the moment, I'm seeing separation. I'm really sorry to say that. AA says Ash's thoughts after looking at the picture I sent him. I hope he has seen it. Yeah, I would say not seen yet. That's what I would say. Maybe not, yeah, not seen yet. Not looked at that yet. Sid says, is my third eye still struggling? It's not struggling, it's okay. It's just, I don't think it's not blocked. It's not like too fast paced or anything like that. But I feel like what you need is a bit of to be amplified even more, you know, to be like super balanced and amplified and, you know, strong. Firebird, is there someone at work secretly crushing on me heavily? Anything else on him to find out who? Okay. Actually, I guess a no on that. So maybe there is someone, but maybe just not at work. Kieran says, who is trying to put evil eye on me, whatever I can know about them. Yeah, I just picked up that there was a female, they were older than you. Let's see if I can get anything else. yeah, so I'm seeing like black hair with this person, and also like not super slim. So I wouldn't say overweight specifically, but just not super slim. Miss Venus, hello and welcome. Sid says, do I need more work on my third eye? I think that's optional. I think it's optional. It's not like you need a cleanse. So I would say it's optional. Mangala says, does my mother-in-law still try to influence my husband against me? Does he still I'm contact with her or limited contact with my mother-in-law? I think I get it. Yeah, there is some influence there, yes, I would say. Sid, is my ex Alex finally going to stop completely with getting back black magic? Love spells on me, sorry, black. Yes. Mangala, what is my husband's next actions and thoughts about me and our relationship? Will he open up more? So, I mean, I feel like there's a possibility of it, but I just feel like it's so low. I feel like it much more feels like a release now, a separation, like I said. And I think he feels that way too at the moment. Kieran, why is Gopal trying to make me fearful? What's his intentions behind it? Intentions feel a little bit like wanting to be in control. I would kind of say like maybe distance from this person as much as you can, I would say. I don't get good vibes. Sid, when is my ex Nicole next going to attempt to cast black magic on me? I don't really get that either, so hopefully not. Um, Let me see who else is in. Um, Guys, I just feel like some people are asking questions too close together. Let me see. Phoenix, hello, welcome. We have new people in. I came to your live after a long time. You look very nice and fit. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Love, light, and blessings, Phoenix, if you're still here. I appreciate that. Maya says, love your clothes. Yeah, I'm just trying to make sure, I get some other people. So if you asked a lot of questions, I might skip a few of them. Maybe ask again after a little while, because do want to kind of give other people a chance and catch up with some other people who have joined. So let's see. Um, let's see. Samina, why am I having visions or thoughts of Asan, like he is trying to tell me or talk to me? Why am I feeling his presence strongly? No contact, okay. Yeah, it just seems to be linked to the twin flame energy. Like, it does seem like you are twin flames. It really feels like you're reaching out, though. It doesn't feel like you picking up them. It feels like you're reaching out. You're putting cords out there. Miss Venus says, a twin flame texts me every day at least once, but this time he didn't reply to my last text since Sunday. I text him today saying that it's making me feel like I maybe was too much in my last text. I would just reply and say, I love being ghosted. I love paranormal activity. That's what I said when my man was like super busy and I was sending messages and he just wasn't reading them. I was like, ghost me. I love paranormal activity. Okay, let's see. So, I texted him today saying that it makes me feel like maybe I was too much in my last text. How does he feel, or what does he think about it? Okay. He feels like it's something that maybe you'll discuss in person a little bit, actually. But yeah, I feel like I also feel like he feels like maybe you're overthinking a little bit, and I feel like he didn't necessarily. I feel like he didn't mean to come across in a negative way. Even though of course, he should be replying. Of course, like everybody has like a moment in their day to message. No one's that busy all the time. But yeah, I feel like he I don't feel like he really felt like it was too bad, if that makes sense. So yeah. Since do any of my spirits know the names of the personal people that were hiding behind the gang stalkers? I guess a no on that one. Manga said, did Thai pranic healing sessions work on my husband, which took on last October, and should I continue? I would say a little bit. I would say a little bit, but I feel like because this is what we would call a stubborn target, I feel like not very much. So yeah, I mean, I can't tell you whether you should continue or not, but you can take that advice and, well, you can take that message and see how you feel about that. If you have not liked the video yet, please do like it. I greatly appreciate that. Sag Girl says, is Tyler going to message me? Yes, I feel like maybe 5 to 6 days. A Firebird, what energy between Scorpio and Miss W this evening? Seems like they were rudely interrupted by a co-worker while they were in the middle of something. I actually feel a bit of distance this evening, like not really being super close. Feel a bit of distance there, actually. Kieran, why are my clients not wanting to pay me properly? Yeah, there's a little bit of energy of like dissatisfaction, like not feeling like the work doesn't quite match the price. So a little bit of a feeling of dissatisfaction, unfortunately, which I'm sorry to say. Samina will Bagash express his feelings or take our relationships to the next level. It seems possible. It seems like it's possible, but I would say there's a wait on that. I wouldn't say it's super soon. Sid says, I've been seeing N and other spirits as like coloured lines, but like shaped lines. Well, that's good. That's a good thing, right? Miss Venus, how does my twin flame think and feel about the delayed text situation? It's not a big deal, but like, Sarah, at least reply and let me know. I know. It's in this day and age when we're all holding our phone in our hands constantly, I don't think there's any excuse. Unless, of course, it's like this. It's like, I can say that, but maybe there's someone thinking I'm ghosting them right now whilst I'm streaming. But of course, I will do my best to reply when I get off stream. I do kind of try to do my best, you know? Checking my messages myself there. So how does he feel about it? I do kind of get a feeling of like not thinking it was that bad, not feeling like it was very bad. If that makes sense. Girl says, am I going to win anything Powerball this week more than $50? Okay. I guess a no on that, unfortunately. I'm really sorry to say. I hope you do, Jam says, when will I meet D? March, April, May, June. It's like the time frame I'm guessing. So between March, April, May, June, one of those months is very possible. So that's nice. Sid says solar plexus and what? Sorry, I didn't hear the other one. Throat chakra. Firebird says, how did my Taurus A's ex-girlfriend S get hold of my number? Yeah, so I'm just guessing asking someone that they knew had it for it. But I'm not guessing exactly who was asked. So yeah, it's not enough information, I don't think. But yeah, definitely like asking someone as opposed to hunting you down on like social media or something, Sid says, will I be able to wear earplugs in both ears tonight without too much pain? I guess a yes today. Jan says, does he have curly or straight hair or wavy? Kind of wavy, I would say. Miss Venus says, I had a dream last night where Twin Flame repeated his old pattern of not being serious about me and wanting to date around to later come back. I set a boundary because I was done giving him another chance. Then after I saw him arrive to a location where I was with another girl, Was that trauma, anxious dream, a release, or is there something else to that dream? I feel like the majority of that dream is a worry dream, but of course, there's definitely a possibility of him repeating this pattern. Even though I feel like the possibility at this time is very low, there is a possibility of it. I feel like you're worried about it, but your subconscious is kind of also trying to let you know that that there is a possibility of that occurring, although it's a low possibility at the moment. So I suppose it's like thinking how does that make me feel. And I'm really sorry. It's not nice to have those kind of dreams. And yeah, I appreciate the compliments, guys. Thank you very much. Maya, it's lovely to see you again. Hope you enjoyed your bone reading. Jan says, have I already accidentally crossed paths with you without being aware of him? And if so, when was this? Still getting in there on that. Miss Venus says, I had a strong headache last night. My friend told me it was because he put a light code on me to clear a channel in my brain. Was it that or something else, perhaps the strong solar flash? I do feel like it was a little bit of a combination, but I think you're correct that it's more the solar, because I feel like unfortunately, that's a part of the cosmic energies that really affects you, unfortunately, or the celestial energies. I don't know how you want to refer to that, but yes, I feel like that affects you quite strongly. Firebird says, I moved out of my work area because of tension between me and Scorpio. Will my replacement do as good a job as I did over time? How will they fare? It seems they could be struggling already. Okay. So, pretty much as good as you. I would say not quite as good. I would say not quite as good, but yes, it's definitely struggling through this transition period. Definitely struggling. Miss Venus says, does the twin flame think I'm angry at him? Yes, I do guess a yes on that. John says, how are things between Kaizen and M currently? I kind of get the feeling that he's distancing and they haven't been hanging as much as usual. Is this true? And if so, why is this? Yes, so they haven't been, and it actually does seem like they're both being drawn in different directions to different people, and they're both being gravitating to different people. For Kieran, for Caden, it feels quite broad, and I wouldn't say entirely platonic, because I do feel like there's flirting with girls a little bit, but I feel like it's very light-hearted. With Em, I would say it's more. I really do want to be in a serious relationship, and if that's not going to be with you, I'm going to try to find someone else. Fire BC, hello. Fire Martha, hello. Fusion Rocket. It's lovely to see you back. How are you? I'm very well. Flower Beauty. What does Miss K think of me, and what are his intentions? Mr. K, sorry. Think of me, and what are his intentions? Okay. I do get the energy of thinking pretty highly of you, feeling pretty highly of you. Yeah, I mean, that's how I can express that energy, is feeling pretty highly of you. In terms of intentions, I don't really feel like there's intentions. I don't really feel like there's too much of a plan of any kind of action or anything at the moment, but there is feeling quite highly of you, so maybe that will change a little bit. Maybe there'll be more of a set, I want this, I want that. I don't feel like there's a decision of wanting something from you or wanting to do anything with you at the moment, but there is thinking highly of you, so could change. Miss Nina says, last night I was in between sleep and awake state. Okay, I like how this is starting. I heard a strong knock on the wall next to my window where no one can be because I'm on the second floor. What was that? Okay. I'm not picking this up fully, but I'm getting something about energy being directed, and I'm getting UFO come through. So there's something there with energy being directed, and it doesn't feel like super negative. Exactly. I'm not fully picking it up. Did you have any visions or anything? Maybe we can piece this together. Any strange dreams? That's interesting. Any missing time? Fire and water says, may I have a card of your choice? Goddess. Mart, I think. Mart. Not sure how you say that. If anybody knows, you can let me know. But oh, there you go. You can see it clearer there. So it is fairness. The situation will be handled in a fair and just manner. Have a Egyptian goddess. Very lovely. Somewhere I really want to go, you know. I want to see the pyramids for myself. I want to see the hieroglyphs and everything like that. Firebird says, will Scorpio ever deeply regret hurting me one day? Deeply regret, I would say no, because it's almost it's ignorance, I would say, not really understanding how much you're hurt. Ignorance, I would say. Amy, why are people wanting my money? Are they jealous of my money? What do I need to know? Okay. I do pick up a bit of jealous energy, actually. I do pick up a bit of jealous energy. I don't know if it's directly linked to money, but it does seem to be at the third eye and the root. So yeah, it very well could be. Yeah, I mean, mainly I would say protect yourself. Putting up protections always, you know? Yes, because you need to deflect that energy away from you. Jealous energy is not something we want in our system, you know? We need to reflect that away. Fire and Water says, you look like a fairy! Oh my gosh! That's like the sweetest compliment. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate that. Miss Venus says, when am I likely to see my twin flame again, and what will that be? An actual date coming over to my apartment, or what do you see? Okay. Actually, I see going out for food again. I see going out, and especially seeing food. Of course, you know, maybe you want a drink, but I'm especially seeing food. But I do feel like they'll be coming to your apartment as well. So yeah, I would confirm on both of those things. But it does feel like going out for food. Far Beauty says, will I and Miss K, why do I keep saying Miss? Mr. K have something romantic in the future? It doesn't look super likely right now, unfortunately. I'm sorry to say that. Amy, you're very welcome. Eslila says, does Lee feel better because I pulled my energy back? Yes, I would say yes. ECI, oh, I can't, well, I don't know why I can't see usernames. It's just like ECI1163. Well, hello and welcome. So guys, if you are new, yeah, you can ask a yes or no question, absolutely. So if you are new, I'm Venus, this is Secret Frequencies, and we're crystal ball readings at the moment. So you can ask yes or no questions, or you can ask questions with a bit more depth. But it is specific questions. So we don't ask questions like what's coming on my love path, how is February going to be for me? Nothing that's too open, because that could open up a full reading. That could be like half an hour. So we want to do more specific questions, quick fire questions, so everybody gets a chance. So if you are new, I do prefer if you leave your full name and date of birth so I can connect with your energy better. But if you don't want to put that, I understand, and I will still answer the question. I'll still do my best. The cards we have today are Secrets of Wandwood, Dragon, Pagan, Shadow and Light, Angel, Love, a lot, Goddess, and Yin Yang. So you're very welcome to choose a card as well, or ask questions for the crystal ball. Just only post your question once. I will get to you when I can. I'm behind in the chat, so I will catch up. And yeah, have respect of other people. Make sure you leave space in between your questions for other people to ask. And that's it. That's pretty much it. So I'm Venus. I do readings like this all the time. If you like crystal ball, pendulum, tarot, and different types of readings that maybe you haven't heard of, if you want to experience something new, like bone reading tomorrow, do subscribe and stay with me. Yeah, so all of my contact information is in the description of the video. So I do Reiki cleanses, that's energy cleanses or home cleanses. I do sound healing. I do more in-depth readings, one-on-one, more in-depth. And I do manifestations like love and money. So you're very welcome to contact me if you have any queries. My email, Facebook and Discord, Facebook, email and Discord are all in the description of the video. You're very welcome to message me privately if you want to, if you have any inquiries. And my website is secretfrequencies.com/shop. And that's where you will find everything that I offer. And also, what else can I say? If you're super urgent for your question to be answered, you can send a super chat. I do prioritize those, but there's always free readings on here. It's just about patience, waiting for me to get to you. But yes, what can I say? There's always going to be free readings. It's just if you're really urgent for your question, you can send a super chat. Of course, any support to the channel is greatly appreciated, but it's not necessary. So, just to go over that. And we are on an hour now, and it's nearly 10. So let me see. Let me get through a few more, and we'll see where we're up to. So, let's see. Actually, is the energy between me and Lee rising? Yes, gradually, yes. John, is Caden still in that hesitant energy? I feel like he's still entertaining and hanging with Jay and his other ex, which is upsetting him. Yes, yes. It's almost like he's comfortable in that energy, unfortunately, which is kind of silly. Miss Venus says, do you see what my friend Light Code Therapy did for me last night? If so, how did it help me and what did it do? I see, so there's two things I'm seeing. One is helping to bring some clarity to a situation, or just in general, could be clarity in general. And also I see protection, and I specifically feel like that's like interdimensional, like astral kind of protection as well. So I'm seeing that. I mean, there could be other things that I'm just not getting, but that's what's coming through strongly for me. Fire and Water says, for the crystal ball, if I write to the company that was recruiting the feminine support coordinator and send my CV, do I have a chance on getting job there with the position being closed already? It does feel... Sorry if I buffered them. My alarm was going off. So yeah, so it does seem for Fire and Water. So it does seem a little bit low, but I think you do have a chance. I'm guessing like maybe 40-45%. So I would still always say go for it. If the chance is quite low, but it's not a no, I would always say still go for it if it's something you really want, you know? The worst that could happen is the same as if you don't go for it, you know? So you might as well do it. Miss Venus is right, because I'm so far away from the UK that it was the most unlikely thing to happen. I'm surprised too, pleasantly of course. Me too, because when we were thinking at first, like, oh, we probably won't go to San Diego, and then he was like, oh, my friend's filming there, I'm going to go there, we can see your friend. I was like, yes, amazing. Happiness, hello, welcome back, it's nice to see you. Miss Venus, true Theo, but I think they were her friends from before. I'm not sure what that's referring to, sorry. Happiness, is Jay still in love with me? I feel like feelings are still there, but I don't know if I would say in love. I don't know if I'd go that strongly. Mangala? Is it Mangala? Hi there from yesterday, I'm glad you're live. This is my second time here with you all. Amazing, welcome back. It's nice to see you. My question is for you, is this new crush my soulmate? Where we're at a distance and she's pulling back, why? Okay, so is this new crush my soulmate? Unfortunately, I guess a no on that, actually. I'm actually getting a no. Pulling back seems to be like, being, well, there's certainly an undecided energy. It feels like there's interest in you and interest in someone else. It feels like there's a push and pull between two energies, unfortunately. I'm sorry to say that. Let's see. So, Flames' most recent thoughts about me from Miss Venus. I kind of get like hoping you're okay. So maybe it's linked to this situation you're talking about, because I feel like hoping you're okay. Um, when do you see the connection between Ash, hello and welcome. Lovely to see you. What do you see in the connection between Radil and Sadiq? Is the feeling mutual? Okay, so I may not pronounce the names correctly, and I apologize for that. If anyone wants to correct me on pronunciations in the chat, I'm very happy to be corrected, but I will still check your question. What do you see in the connection between Radil and Sadiq? Okay. It actually seems pretty balanced. Yeah, it does seem like it's mutual. It feels like maybe on one side there's a bit of uh not being able to express as well, but I do feel like there's mutual energy there. Jasmine says, should I take my 6-year-old to urgent care today first, or just wait to be scheduled for a regular appointment? So the energy is actually leaning to today. I feel like it's just because the sooner the better kind of energy. It feels like maybe the scheduled appointment might be a little bit too far. So it's I feel like it's kind of, I feel like the guides are giving me like better safe than sorry kind of energy. That's what I feel like. So I wouldn't worry, but I just feel like it's a better safe than sorry, better sooner than later. Um, Miss Venus, Twin Flames' intentions towards me, do you still see him asking me to be his girlfriend in March? Yeah, don't feel too much change on that path. I would say yes. Happiness, is Sagittarius going to come back to me for reconciliation? It's very, so there's a possibility of this in about 4 months time, so I'm really sorry that seems quite far away. Flower Beauty says Venus is a fairy. I also keep telling her that, but she is so gentle and calming. Thank you. You too. You too. I can't where I'm up to here. Sorry. I just sorry. Miss Venus says, do you still see the new soulmate coming into my life, and if so, when and how? It actually also feels like they've connected with someone else as well. So it feels like they've connected with someone else as well. So I feel like maybe I know this is more of a twin flame thing, but maybe you're mirroring each other a little bit there. Happiness is, what's Harry's intentions towards me? There's definitely an energy of wanting to get to know you more, wanting to spend more time with you. That's kind of the energy that comes through. Joyful Dolphin, hello and welcome. I would like a few cards about my dream about a killer chasing a girl in a hotel. Who is this? What hotel? I need help, please. Oh my gosh. Have you been watching a lot of true crime? Because it could be that. Oh, it looks like you have something super. I didn't see it. Sorry about that. I only just saw that. Sophie Kang says, Raj, feelings and next actions, 9 months, no contact. Sorry if you said that a long time ago. I've only just seen that. So, Sophie, let's see. There's definitely deep feelings in there that won't go away, but it's really trying to suppress them. So, really, at the moment, I feel like there isn't going to be much action at the moment. I feel like it's possible because what I'm seeing is difficulty suppressing the feelings. There's difficulty suppressing them. At the moment, there's no next actions. It really does feel like trying to distance, trying to hold these feelings down. If Raj is not able to do this, then there could be some you know, trying to communicate, trying to reach out. But at the moment, it feels like really trying. My alarm is probably going to go off again. So I'm going to do, if anyone hasn't had any questions answered, or you know, just jumped in, you didn't have many, I will do like 1 or 2 for you. As I scroll down here. In fact, let's see. Let's see how, if we can do maybe an extra. Let's see. I need that. Bear with me 1 moment. So I'm going to buffer for 1 moment. If you would still like your questions answered, just stay for a moment, because I don't want this alarm to go off again. So I'm just going to change the. Actually, I'll just snooze it when it comes up. It's fine, actually. I don't really want to do the buffering like in and out. Let's see. Firebird says, how is H thinking and feeling at the moment overtaking my work area? I feel like positive and hopeful. Positive and hopeful. Happiness says, is Sagittarius going to come back to me for reconciliation? It's possible, but it's a little bit low prominence. It's a little bit low. Far Beauty. I'm re-answering questions here, aren't I? I missed a few. I skipped a few. Oh yeah, sorry, we were up to Joyful Dolphin. Like a few cards about my dream about a killer chasing a girl in a hotel. Who is this and what hotel? Help. Oh yeah, I was like, have you been watching true crime? So okay, but I will pull a card. So let's do the yang for that. So we have self-worth and expectations. So yeah, so sometimes our dreams are symbols and signs. So sometimes, you know, especially being chased in a dream. I mean, you're seeing a girl, so it's not you, although the girl could represent you, you know. If it's like seeing from a distance, it's, you're not the girl, you're seeing it. It could still represent you, but it may not. But when we're being chased and it's like there's a serious consequence to if we are caught, it's often usually about our worries and pressures, and feeling like things are getting on top of us, things are getting on top of our shoulders and weighing us down, and we can't cope, we can't handle things. It's generally what it's about. But yeah, I do feel a little bit like there's worry coming through, in the stream. But yeah, that feels a little bit more linked to worry is what I would say. Just looking at my cards, thinking, should we pull? Let's do an angel. I don't know if you can hear when the alarm goes off, but it just went off. Right. I was going to do Shadow Oracle, but I don't feel. I'm going to do an angel for Joyful Dolphin. Let's see if we can get Cognizance. Okay. So Archangel Uriel says, pay attention to thoughts and ideas that come to you. They are answered prayers. So yeah, you might be getting messages. If you have Cognizance, you may be getting messages. But answered prayers, generally I don't think it links to the dream, because I don't think that's an answered prayer. But yeah, like, does it resonate with you? Do you feel like you are under a lot of pressure and feel like things are building up on you a little bit in some area of your life? It might not be. See, sometimes seeing the person from like a third party perspective can be, because it's only one aspect of our life. We're like overlooking this one aspect of our life. Maybe other areas are going very well, but being one feels super pressured, you know. Amy says, will I play on lottery game? Will I win anything? I guess a no on that, unfortunately. I think there's a low abundant energy around, because everybody who has asked about money has got a no today, so I'm really sorry. I don't want to give that answer. Jana Maverick, hello, welcome. Says you've got a nice nose piercing. Thank you very much. Yeah. I don't think I'll ever not have this. I've had it since I was 15. Not the same ring. I've changed the rings, but yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Sashgirl says, is Elle going to start going to work in the daytime? Yes, I guess a yes on that. Livia, hello, welcome. Description of my future love partner. Okay. So I'm seeing like dark hair, I would say black hair, brown eyes, pretty tall and in shape. I'm not fully seeing like skin color complexion kind of thing, but definitely not super pale like me. I can tell. I can tell this person's not super pale like me. But yeah, very pretty. Let's say very tall, pretty tall, and in shape. They're like the main things that are coming through. Yeah, looks nice. Firebird says, found it so weird how the ex's ex got my number. We don't have mutual friends, and my ex definitely would give it to her. Could this be his friend? Okay. Yes, I'm leaning more to the friend rather than to him exactly. Yes, leaning more to the friend. Olivia. Olivia, will I be having positive outcome career opportunities? Okay. Yes, but it seems more like halfway into the year. So it seems like you might have a little bit of pushing against the tide, a little bit of struggles and challenges before that. It's middle of the year that's coming through for that. Jan says, interesting. When will Em move on? Or is she already trying to because she's finally understanding that King doesn't want to date her? Yeah, I mean, it's it's like an in between. It's like I still want things to work with him, but if they don't, I'm going to find someone else. I think if she fully found someone else and felt satisfied, that she would move on. But it's that lack of satisfaction. Firebird says, which of my chakras most out of alignment? Sacral. I'm guessing sacral. Sag girl says, am I going to win lucky day? And I'm guessing a no. Oh, I don't want to give no. Don't ask me any more money questions. Feels like a bad day for money. Let's try again tomorrow. Jancy says Caden thought about me. Is he wanting to reach out, and if so, does he? Does if he does? I can't read. When do you see him reaching out to me? I've still been catching him being nosy with me. I don't see any reaching out at the moment. I'm really sorry to say that. Yeah, Joyful Dolphin, I was asking you about the dream. Yeah, I was asking. Let me see if you've replied to me here because. Um, yeah, because it felt kind of like worry. Oh gosh. Oh, sorry. Oh. It felt a little bit kind of like worry was coming through. Like a worry kind of dream, but some like one aspect of your life. Let me just see if what you've replied here. Yeah. So yeah. So let me clarify the dream. Had the dream 3 times. I'm 51 years old. I've had this since I was a child. My gifts. Let me see. How do you feel though? Because do you feel like you have any pressure or anything coming down like on top of you? Because it feels a little bit more like a worry dream than a premonition dream, which I hope that that's right because, of course, if it's a premonition, it's really not great. Things like this do happen, of course, in life, so it's unfortunate if you're seeing that. But this did feel more like it was linked to you feeling pressured in an aspect of your life. So I don't know if you're with me on that. But yeah, totally believe that you have abilities. A lot of people that um, resonate with me and gravitate towards me do have abilities. Yes. Um, let's see. Fire Water, you're welcome. It's nice to see you. Ask as many questions as you like. You always ask like just one or two, and you're like, oh, thank you so much. You're very sweet. Miss Mia says, interesting, no visions, only the twin flame dream. And I did have other minor occurrences in the state between dream and awake, but I don't recall them. Only the knocking on the wall next to me, like 3 knocks. Yeah, it's that's what I'm picking up with that. I wouldn't mind delving a bit deeper into that one myself because it's interesting. A UFO and energy being like energy being directed, and I'm really excited to see what kind of UFO things I can pick up when I'm in and around you guys kind of area because I know Ashley, it doesn't really matter because you could be in America and be Ashley taken to Stonehenge, you know. But it'll still be interesting, I think, to see if there's any differences, see if there's any places where I feel more like my abilities heighten or a certain ability heightens. I think that'd be nice. Probably going to go to Area 51. I appreciate you. Shelly, hello. Will JDM me? Yes, but not soon. I'm guessing yes, but not soon. Angel card for Fire and Water. There we are. Career transition. Archangel Camille. Your life purpose is triggering a blessed career change. I would say go for your plan, just in case, because we got really positive energy with that one. So I would say go for it. But yes, career transition is very interesting at the moment. A little bit resonating. I don't know how to pronounce that. I remember you, but I don't remember what your username was because I only see handles. What does Faisal think of me? I'm sure you've been in. Okay, let's see. I just kind of got like thinking that you're a nice person. You know, feeling like you're like respectful and quite nice. That's the kind of energy that comes through. Jana or Jaina says, I feel like my ex is trying to reach out. I want to know what's going on. Okay, Jaina Maverick. So your ex, let's see. Your ex is thinking about reaching out. I don't get attempts, but they are thinking about it. Sophie, thank you for subscribing. I greatly appreciate that. Thank you, Miss Venus. I appreciate the moderation. Firebags, do you see a proper reconciliation between me and Scorpio in the future? What would prompt this? Unfortunately, no. I rarely feel like it's different directions. I feel like there's someone more suited to you and more positive, someone who will give you more of what you deserve because you deserve more than that, you know? Shelly, does Jay want to remain by my side for years? I feel like it's being considered. But it's not really at the forefront of the mind right now. Likely to see Twin Flame next. I didn't think I checked that, Miss Venus. Let me check. Likely to see Twin Flame next. I'm not guessing yet. I'm not guessing the time or day. No, I'm not guessing yet. I'm really sorry. Joyful Dolphin. I accidentally kicked myself out. Oh yeah, sorry, I did read that one. Of course, guys. You're so. You don't have to say thank you to me. Miss Venus, I feel so good about giving this path a chance that I actually don't mind that at all, or that owe me to someone else. I'm cool with that, as opposed to when I was with C. I didn't feel so sure. Yes, I know, and the thing with C is I feel like there was not much for him to get to your level, and I feel like he totally messed up. I feel like it really wasn't much at all. I feel like he totally could have been there. That's the thing about it. It was like, it was totally available to him. Totally, like, I feel like it wouldn't have been like a huge effort. He really very well could have lived up to, you know, your energy, and he just didn't, and it's just kind of a little bit like, that was strange. Shelly says, is Willie going to message me? Yes, I guess a yes on this. This feels like a little bit more sooner, like it might be in this current chapter, maybe like within a month or something. And Amy, will my mum win her court issues? Unfortunately, I'm getting a low prominence on that at the moment. I'm getting a low prominence, so I really hope that energy changes for you. I don't know how long you have between now and then, but maybe some manifesting, maybe some affirmations, because hopefully you can put that energy around. Livia, I'm happy to see you. It always feels like it's been a while. Sometimes it's like you haven't been on for 2 streams, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I miss you so much. Sag Girl, yes. Um, Jan, is he just not reaching out to me because would flip out even more than she already has because she has been crashing out due to him not hanging with her and being with Jay? I feel like there's an element of that, but I really do feel like it is quite a personal choice there as well, like a personal decision. I feel like he just didn't want to be in that hesitation anymore. Um, Sashko says he's all at work. I guess a yes on that. Joyful Dolphin says, no, I don't. I see a man chasing a woman, he's a killer. I have psychic dreams, yes, and I've seen it happen before. Nothing's wrong with me and my life. Well, I'm glad. I'm really glad. So, what I would do if I was you and I was having a premonition dream that serious, I would meditate on it and try to see like where it is. Try to get like some maybe have a bit of meditation, or when we have premonition dreams, I feel like they can be they just happen. Sometimes, if I've had a premonition dream and I want more information on it, I'll set the intention before sleep to specifically get more information on that dream, and see what you can get with that. But yeah, definitely meditate on it if you feel like this is definitely a real thing that's going to happen. I'm not really getting much with that. Yeah, I'm not really getting much with that, but I hope if you can find out some information. I mean, I don't know. Is there something you could do? I always think that like when we have these premonition dreams, it's like there's things you can do psychically. I mean, do you astral project? Because sometimes I've been sent an astral projection to change people's minds about things. Like I'll be sent somewhere and I have to just like kind of. It's almost like I'm just saying affirmations to them, but it's um in a higher realm at a different kind of. It's different. It manifests differently. It's not like doing affirmations here in this realm. And sometimes I'm sent to certain places to change people's minds on things. It's usually when someone's in a rut themselves and they're supposed to be in higher energies because there's something they need to achieve. They're usually the people I'm sent to. But maybe if you could, I don't know if you have those abilities or something like that. Because, yeah, it seems pretty serious if you think this is actually true. A shares. What do I actually call you? Because it just looks like A shares to me. I'm sorry, but guys, you're very welcome. Fire Water says, oh gosh, I was just about to ask, when do you see me getting a job? And you pulled the angel card. My B plan. Do you mean PhD or something else? I make so many plans. Oh, I was talking about what you just said about messaging that feminine. I can't remember what it's called, but that you said something about messaging them, and I was saying it seems low prominence, but I still think you should do it. I think you should do that. Livia says, can I expect to travel this year? Yes, I guess a yes, and that's it. Best of luck. Shelley says, is my brother sick? I guess I know on that actually, so I'm hoping. Amy says, is that a yes? I can't. What was the question? And I'll check. I can't remember the question, but you're welcome, of course. Fire and Water, lastly, has Scorpio fought for me today and what? Yeah, I do feel like this thought of contacting you, I do feel like it has come up. Jan says, but the thing is, he's still in hesitation now, and even more so, he's just stuck in that cycle. I didn't get it. I feel like he feels comfortable there. I feel like he's never going to get out of it, to be honest. I just feel hopeless for him. So Shelley says, is Willie going to offer Finey to him? I guess a no on that, actually. I guess a no on that. Joyful Dolphin says, yes, I do. Astro, but you can't change the killer's mind. Okay. Um, you know, if that's what you believe, perhaps maybe the person's mind about where they're going, about their location, not being in that location, trying to maybe to put a block on the path so that these two people end up in the same location. Because I feel a lot of the time killers will target someone who's like seems vulnerable and on their own. So even if it's the victim, maybe changing their mind to not being on their own or not doing whatever they're doing, that's kind of, yeah, if possible, There are many things we can do in astral projection, which is really interesting to see when you see it manifest. Shelley says, does my brother have an ulcer? So guys, for medical and health related questions, I do feel like, you need to also be checking with the appropriate healthcare professionals. They always give us a disclaimer on that. We need to balance our mind, body, and spirit. Using only divination or only therapy or only, anything physical, whether it's personal trainers, eating the right food, or medical things. I feel like we need to balance all of those and always be super careful with your health and other people's health. But I will check if we can see anything for the ulcer question. I will check. Actually, I get a yes with that. So I do get a yes with that. Amy says, was it a yes about my mom winning court case in court? So we got around like maybe 55 prominence for the Seahawks, so it's possible. It's not fully. I would say yes because it's over 50, but I feel like it's still a low prominence, so it's like there is a chance that they would not. And your mother, that was a little bit lower, so that came as around 40%. But you can put work into that, put affirmations into that, and any work that you are having, any affirmations that you are doing, work that you're doing, maybe we can change this. Maybe we can turn this around. It's possible, and it depends as well how far away the court dates are and things like that. Chancy's random question, but did my Fae guide hide my AirPods? I can't. I get a hint as to where they are. Sorry, can I? I know that in my room somewhere I've looked over and over, but I can't find them. Okay. So I'm guessing a yes to I'm guessing a yes to moving them. Sorry, that's my alarm. I don't know if you can hear it. So when I do that, I'm turning my alarm off. So I guess a yes to moving them. But do you have a wooden bed frame? Because I feel like they're somewhere around like a mattress or bed frame, but I'm seeing wood. So if you I have a metal bed frame, so maybe I'm getting it wrong about the bed. But I definitely see like being near wood, so maybe they've fallen down somewhere now, like drawers or wardrobe or something that's wooden. That's what I'm really seeing as wood. It feels like a bed to me, but if you don't have a wooden bed frame, then it's probably not going to be that. Or maybe I'm just being shown that as a representation. Maybe it is the bed, but I'm just being shown a wooden bed for some reason. So I would check places like that. But yeah, I do get a yes on the Fae. Miss Venus says, I already replied to Twin Flame in good spirits, normal. How does he feel about it now? I feel like mostly he feels okay. I feel mostly like he feels like it's almost like an understanding or feeling or like in a knowing maybe that things are going to pan out and be okay. I feel like there's a relaxed energy, like things are going to be okay. Fire Water says, thank you again, Dawn Venus. Oh, that's okay. I think I still answered the question properly, even though it's my B plan. Sending sons of love to you all. Love, light, and blessings. So much love to you as well. It's so nice to catch you on stream. Very, very nice. I'm really glad to see you. Shelley, you're welcome. Firebird says Wolverine should get tongue-tied with us. Nelly said Flowerbed Allium called me Firewater. No, Fire and Water is someone else. But yeah, I know. I do get like that. I do. It's so funny because it's like I've been doing this for so long, and I still get like that. I'm constantly working on my throat chakra. I'm always saying like I feel like I over explain things as well, and I'm always saying like, does that make sense? Because I feel like I totally just over explaining everything. And I'm like, does my throat chakra need more work and more balancing? Because I mix things up a lot, and yeah, I mix things up a lot, and I have trouble explaining things or getting, it depends how it comes through on the ball as well. Like sometimes it's like, how do I put what I'm seeing and feeling into a sentence? It can be a bit of a challenge. Livia says, is there past life energy stagnant in the house where I live that could affect my family advance in life? Yeah, there's definitely something kind of old to clear. I would say maybe your intuition's right on that because I feel like there's something old to clear. Um, Shelley says yes, I figured that. Jan, it's like half wood bed, but okay, I'll check. Anything wood. Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm feeling. I've been misplacing some of my things lately. Why is this? Are they trying to tell me something? They're trying to be playful. I always feel like it's what I do sometimes. If they move too many things of mine, I will leave something out. Like usually it's like a sweet or honey, because I have honey more than I have sweets. But anything sweet, so like I might put like a bit of honey on like one of my like small little altar things or something. Just offer it to them, and I'm like, stop, please stop for a little bit. Joyful Dolphin, you're welcome. It's nice to have new people in the chat. Five out say, Venus, did you developing your gifts through practice or had it strongly naturally? Yes. So, bye, Joyful Dolphin. Goodbye. Um, Five out, yes. So, um, a lot of things were natural, but I did other things were kind of worked on and developed. So, with I feel like using things like scrying and like a crystal ball, a scrying mirror, that really helped me to hone in because for me it's a focal point for my own abilities to come through to. So that really helped me a lot. But Reiki really opened me up more. So I had some abilities as a child, and I kind of had abduction experiences, lucid dreams, premonition dreams, just really strange experiences a lot. And then I saw fairies a lot as well when I was a child. And then I would start picking things up from people, like just having like an inner knowledge of certain things about people, and I wouldn't say it. Um, and yeah, and then when I had Reiki, it opened me up to actually, oh, I have all these guides, and like personalized feelings there was there. One of my guides was walking around my bed this morning, and I had left Alan Watts playing some Alan Watts on Spotify about Taoism, and they were laughing at something he said. It was really funny, and I need to connect with that guide and see who she was. Very nurturing energy. She was walking around my bed and just laughing at Alan Watts. She was like just looking at me, but very nurturing, positive energy. I'm definitely not a fairy. I'm feeling more like maybe angel or elven. But yeah, you just reminded me I need to connect with her, so thank you. I went off on a tangent there, but you reminded me of that. Olivia says, "Is my crush the right gentleman I think about? Are they right for you? Do you mean? Let's see. Yeah, there's potential there. I would say there's potential there. Miss Venus says, "Is my apartment good and protected though? Like the ET stuff? Is it my high divine good and truth?" Yeah, it feels protected, and that's the thing. It's maybe that's why it didn't feel super negative when I was picking it up, because even if it was negative energy being directed at you, maybe it was deflected, and that's why it hit the wall. Because generally, ET things, they can go through windows, they can do anything like that. So maybe it's the protection that made it like hit and reflect. So that's good. And good. So okay, so we're finishing up quite naturally, which is nice. Did stay on for a little bit longer than I planned, so I really hope that you appreciate that. But yeah, we did used to do longer streams. I am working towards doing that, but I get rarely books at the moment. I'm getting a lot of bookings, and of course I'm going away. I don't know how whether that's going to affect the amount of time I have to do. Well, as soon as I get there, I'm going to a spiritual store and buying all of the things I have here. So I'm taking my miniature crystal ball, I'm taking my Akashic deck and a love deck. But as soon as I get there, I'm buying altars, I'm buying candles, I'm buying altar items, I'm buying loads of spell elements, I'm buying a notepad. I'm just going to get like everything I have here as soon as I get there. So I will still be doing all of this stuff. But yeah, um, I'm just taking all the bookings that come because I don't know how much I'll be affected, and of course I will have events to go to where I won't be able to work. So we'll see how it goes, but I think it's going to be good. And of course I'll stream as much as I can as well. Olivia, you're my great friend. Grateful blessings, my dear Venus. Absolutely. I feel so connected to so many of you, and I just feel like it's such a blessing that I'm finally going to end up meeting some of you. I'm dying to go to Canada. I was talking to one of my clients today who lives in Canada. I'm really hoping I can do that trip at some point soon. If I'm going to be in America a lot more, it's a lot closer than it is to here, so that might be nice. Um, yeah, at least I'm not offering, Jan. I think that's a good idea. So yes, love, light, and blessings to each of you. Really, really hope to see you soon. We'll probably do the same thing tomorrow, a bone reading around between 5 and 6 in the crystal ball after that. But if anything changes with that, I will let you know. Like I said, there's work going on and things like that. Maybe I get too many bookings or something, but we'll see. And I will, if I can update you, I'll post. And I might go back to doing shorts before I stream, because when I come into stream and there's like no one there, and I'm sat on my own for a little bit, I'm a little bit like, oh, what if no one comes in? So yeah, I might do like a short or something before I start. But really, really appreciate the likes on the video. You know, I'm so grateful to you all. It's lovely to see some new people in the chat. I hope you do stay with us, because we do many different types of streams and things like that. And shout out to Sophie Kang for the super chat today. I greatly appreciate that. Love, light, and blessings. I hope to see you soon. If you haven't liked the video, please like it on your way out. And if you are new, just check out the links in the description. There might be something that interests you. So yes, love, light, and blessings.